Chapter 24. Fourth Master Swan naturally brings good luck to his wife. Jean returned to the private room. She stopped in her tracks. The man sitting in her seat was Fourth Master Swan. He was playing mahjong with the others with her tiles at the moment. Jean wondered if she should leave directly. At that moment, she heard Monica's voice. "Jeannie, I thought you had fallen into the toilet bowl. Fourth Master Swan happened to be here to help you change your luck. Your luck was too bad." "Ah, score," Monica suddenly shouted excitedly. "Pure suit." Monica waved her tiles. "Fourth Master Swan, it seems that your luck isn't much better." Edward took a look. He lowered his head to take Jean's bargaining chips. There were only a few left. Jean walked over. "I'll do it myself." Fourth Master Swan took a look at Jean and stood up from his seat. At this moment, Eden also stood up very politely. "Fourth uncle, come and take my spot." "That's not necessary. Knox." Fourth Master Swan called out to Knox, who was clearly in high spirits beside him. Knox stood up speechlessly and made way for him. Just like that, Edward sat on Knox's seat calmly. Another round began. Knox stared at Edward's tiles and smiled very brightly. It looked like he was going to get a pure suit and defeat the three other players. Who said that Fourth Master Swan's luck was bad? Knox was very interested in watching the game. 4 bamboo. Jean discarded her tile. Fourth Master Swan was the next player after Jean. Just as Knox was about to call for a score, he saw Fourth Master Swan drawing a tile. Knox held it back. It was still early. Edward could draw the winning tile himself. After a few rounds, Eden drew a tile himself and discarded one. Monica had also taken the tile Fourth Master Swan discarded. When Jean discarded another 4 bamboo, Fourth Master Swan reached out to draw a tile again. Knox could not help but ask, "Fourth Master Swan, did you see your tiles wrongly?" A true gentleman doesn't speak when spectating a mahjong game, Edward said in a low voice. Knox tried his best to hold back. 4 bamboo. Jean discarded again. The last 2 tiles. Knox mumbled. Edward continued to draw a tile. At the moment when Knox broke down, he almost jumped up in excitement when he saw that Edward had drawn a 4 bamboo himself. Who knew? Edward kept it and discarded an 8 bamboo. Score. Jean flipped her tile and said with a smile, "Golden hook with 2 kongs and full tiles." Fourth Master Swan laid his tiles down and calmly took out some chips for Jean. Knox's eyes were wide open. The next round. The round after that. Many rounds after that. Knox finally understood. Fourth Master Swan was not here to play cards. He was here to go after the woman. Monica also could not help but tease. Once Fourth Master came, Jeannie's luck became good. Jean did win back quite a lot. In the beginning, Knox won, but he seemed to have almost lost everything at this moment. Score. Jean happily took the tile discarded by Fourth Master Swan. Knox turned to look at Jean's hand. He had a ghastly look on his face. It was another pure suit. Monica could tell from Knox's expression that Jean's hand was not small. She said, "Fourth Master, you're Jeannie's lucky charm." Fourth Master Swan's eyes moved slightly. Monica sat opposite Fourth Master Swan. She was captivated by the man's casual gaze. How could such a high-quality man be given to someone else? It was right to leave him to Jean. Her thoughts were overflowing. Is that so? At that moment, Fourth Master Swan seemed to glance at Jean. Jean did not look back. Knox added, "He probably has the legendary ability to bring good luck to his wife." Jean pursed her lips. Monica could not help but laugh out loud. This was the first time she felt that Knox had said something that made sense. "Knox, don't make fun of my fourth uncle." Eden did not look too good. Jasmine, who was next to him, was also very unhappy. "Your fourth uncle doesn't mind." "Why do you mind?" Monica chided Eden. "Could it be that you're jealous?" "Monica, watch the occasion." "Say, Eden." "Monica, it's your turn," Jean called out to her. Monica glanced at Eden and drew a tile. She was suddenly excited. Score. Today, Monica's luck was really good. Naturally, she was in a good mood as well. She smiled and said, "Fourth Master, I've let you spend a lot of money today." Fourth Master Swan said indifferently, "As an elder, it's okay to occasionally lose some money to the younger generation." "You're domineering indeed," Monica flattered him. "Knox," Edward called out to Edward Swan. "I don't have any chips left. Should I buy them?" Knox pointed at his nose. "You lose the money to your wife, yourself. Why should I pay for it? If not." Fourth Master Swan raised his eyebrow. Knox accepted his fate and grumbled, "I'm from the younger generation too. So I should show respect to an elder." FCK. Knox could not help but blurt out, "You have double standards." Fourth Master Swan pretended not to hear it. In the end, Knox still used his money to buy new chips. The mahjong game was nearing its end. Jean had won quite a lot. To be more precise, other than Fourth Master Swan, everyone else won. At that moment, there was a sudden clamor outside the private room. Immediately after, a servant knocked on the door and entered. She looked a little nervous. "Eldest young lady, something bad has happened. Little Master and the Locks, Little Master are fighting." Jean's expression changed immediately. She put down her tile and said, "I'm sorry, I'll have to excuse myself for a moment. Young Master Winter, please take my spot." After saying that, she turned around and left. Knox sat excitedly. He thought that he could finally play. At that moment, he saw that Edward had laid down his tiles. Monica could not sit still either. She ran out with Jean valiantly. She was ready to fight with whoever dared to bully her godson. With that, the mahjong game naturally ended. In order to show her concern for Jean, Jasmine quickly followed her. Everyone also followed her. The Lawrence residence's main hall was on the second floor. There were many people watching from the corridor. Jean walked over. George stood in the crowd with his head lowered. At this moment, Jeremiah was in Octavia's embrace. He cried and shouted, "George hit me. Just now, he pushed me to the ground and scratched my face. Grandma, you have to help me take revenge." Octavia looked at the wound on her precious grandson's face and felt her heart ache. Ever since Jeremiah was young, he had been pampered by them. He had never been wronged. The fire in his heart was also rising. Just as Octavia was about to speak, Alexander was heard yelling at George, "What's going on?" He was obviously furious. Visit and read more novel to help us update chapter quickly. Thank you.